Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create something truly eye-catching, a scrolling marquee. And we will be using PageFly to create this eye-catching scrolling marquee. I've noticed most of my recent clients were interested in having a scrolling marquee on their Shopify site. And it's no wonder why this dynamic feature is a must-have for your online store if you are looking to stand out from your competitors. Let me give you a few reasons why you may want to have a scrolling marquee effect on your Shopify website. Firstly, it grabs attention. A scrolling marquee is like a virtual signpost directing your visitors' focus exactly where you want it. Secondly, it's versatile. You can use it to showcase new products, promote special offers, or simply share a message. It adds a touch of professionalism. By incorporating dynamic elements like a scrolling marquee, you are providing your customers with an engaging and visually appealing shopping experience. I will guide you through the process of creating your own scrolling marquee using PageFly. PageFly is a Shopify page builder that makes it possible to customize your online store without relying on Shopify theme. We'll cover everything from selecting the right elements to configuring the scrolling marquee behavior. I will also give you a sample which you can use as a template for your own marquee. This way you won't need to redo everything from scratch. So by the end of this video, you will know how to create a good scrolling marquee and also have a template you can use. So without further ado, let's jump in. This marquee, we can find it on Mr. B's website. If you just scroll down a little bit, you can see this cool scrolling marquee announcing something about their products, and they basically have this almost everywhere on their website, as you can see. So this is exactly what we are going to create, and this is what I have here on a client's website actually. So this is just basically what it is, and you can also see it here, this marquee effect. So there is different ways you can do this, and you can also do it anyhow you like it to be. So you can choose to give it a background image or just scrolling text, as you can see. And here, let me just show you one more and we'll get into it. So this is another website from my client, and this is the marquee effects. This is something we are going to create in this video. So basically we are going to redo this. This is what we are going to be working on in this video. We are going to recreate this, and I'm going to show you how I did this so that you can do it on your own as well. Okay, so I have my Figma design here. This is a mock-up design of the client's website before I created it, and this is where I do all the rough work when I am developing the page. I take out everything and use whatever I need. Now let me show you what we are going to be using for the scrolling marquee. I have this as an image. So if I go back to this website, this is what we want to create. No limits, no worries. It will just be in a loop. So this is it here. So basically it is an image that is scrolling. It is scrolling continuously. So, and if you can see, we have like a linear gradient, like a gradient that is just at the middle here. I don't know if you can figure it out, but there is like a gradient here. So this is it. This is it in Figma. So we'll be using this in the design. Now to create this, we'll go to Shopify. On my development page, on my development account with Shopify. So I have PageFly installed already. You go to PageFly. If you don't have it installed, you have to install it. So from PageFly, you go to sections. When you are in sections, you can create a blank page. You click on create blank page and you can go on with it. But if you already have an existing page and you want it to be within that page, you can just go into the page, you know what to do, and carry on from there. So I will just click create blank page. So from here we can only have a section because we are working with sections, not pages in PageFly. So we can only create a single section and we have it here. So what you need now is to create this scrolling marquee. We need to add the necessary elements to get this done, and what we do now is to add a block element. So if you go to this tab right here, you can see it says add elements. Click on it and scroll up. Make sure you are at the top of the page. So the first thing is the layout. You click on the layout, and out of all these options, when you scroll down, you will see block in here. So you drag it and drop it. That is just it. This is what we need, and within this block we are going to add an image. So I'll scroll down from here. I click on add element again and I scroll down and I'll click on image. So I'll drag image here. I'm trying to make this very easy, so this will be the most easy way to create a scrolling marquee, because it can get complex where you may want to add text. Maybe you want to change your text, you want to be able to change the text anytime. There's also a way to do that, but if you can get the idea from here, you may be able to do it. But I want this to be as simple as possible, so we'll be using image instead of text. So what you just have to do now is to remember this image here. We have to export this image and take it to PageFly. We are going to upload it to PageFly and use it. So I'll select image. So I have the image here already, but you may notice everything is in white. That is because the image itself is white and all the interface here is also white, so you will not be able to see it until you click on select. And also everything is white here as well. That is because we do not have the background image, the background color. So and this is what we want to use for the background. Now the next thing to do is we want to give the section a background color of green, and it will have the linear gradients just like the website. And drag it here. So we are going to give it this background color, and to do this we'll go to styling. In here you are going to see general and styling. Click on styling and scroll all the way until you can see background here. So you can either put in a video, parallax, anything, but we are going to add background color. So we'll just put in the background color here and everything is good, as you can see. But we are not going to do this because we have a gradient. We have a linear gradient in this. So instead I'm going to use CSS. So you scroll down to advanced CSS code. I'm going to remove this, and what we are going to do is take the color. If you want to know the color for this, if you right click on it and copy paste as, you can see copy as code here, and if you choose CSS, you'll be able to copy this as a CSS file. So when you copy it, just open a notepad in your computer and just paste it. When you paste it, you are going to see all this, which we do not need. The only thing we need here is this, which I already have it here with me. So background is linear gradient and all this code, don't worry about it, just copy and go to PageFly. So we are going to use this instead of the solid background color. Now as you can see, the effect is showing here. So we are done with this, and now we want to add the scrolling image. I have this exported as SVG. So this is it, SVG. You export it. Now I'm going to add an image into this space. Click on image. You can find image. When you scroll down, you will see image here. You drag it. That is it. Then you will go back to general. Make sure you are in general. At the top you have option to select image, and you will see something white. Everything is white. That is because the image is white and it's on a white background, so it's almost invisible. But when you add it, you will see it very well. It is showing here. So this is it. This is what we need. Now we want to have this image to move from the right to the left. So to do this, we are going to need to add some CSS code to it. We'll go back to the block that we created, and in stylings you scroll down to CSS code again, and from here you are going to add this code: animation 10 seconds, linear, infinite, normal, running, marquee. So copy this into PageFly. So animation 10 seconds, linear. This is what it means. It shows, it is telling, this is a CSS code showing us that it is going to be an animation, and this animation is going to work for 10 seconds. We can change this to, you can change it to any seconds, anytime you want it to finish the animation. Linear means it is going to be on a straight line. There's different option. You can choose it to go in angle or other things, but we are choosing linear because it will be scrolling on a straight line. So infinite, this is to tell it that when a scroll finishes, it is going to start again and again and again. So it will keep on scrolling. There's no end to it. It will keep on scrolling. And also another thing you need to know here is the marquee that is here. This is what we are going to use to activate the animation. Currently we have it added, but it is not working yet. But this is everything you need to set up the animation. So to make this work, to scroll from the right to the left, there's still one more CSS code we need to add. This is going to make everything complete. So when you scroll here, I have keyframes CSS code. So you click on custom code, you can find it here at the bottom left. Yeah, so click on it and just paste the code. So keyframes, the way keyframes work is to make something to move based on the instructions you give it. So it is going from 0% to 100%, and from 0% it will be at the left, and at 100% it will be at the left of minus 100%. The way this works is that the animation is going to start from the left side of the screen, and it will keep on moving until it reaches 100%, negative 100% of the left side of the screen again. That means it is going from 0 to minus 100%. If I change this to 100%, it will be moving from left to right, but because I have it at minus 100%, so it means it is going to move from the right to the left. So I'll save this and show you what I'm trying to explain here. Now this is not working yet. I think there is something else we need to add to this to make it work, and that is position relative. That is it. It works. So as you can see, it is moving from the right to the left. So For example, if you want it to move from the left to the right instead of from the right to the left, just like we have it on Mr. B's website, you can see this is moving from the left to the right and this is moving from the right to the left. So we can do this as well by changing this minus 100% to 100. That is to tell it that you are at 0%. So at 0% it is at the left of the screen, but 100% we want it to be 100% at the left. That is, it is moving from 0% to 100%. So when you save it, you can see it is moving. So the same thing applies. You can also change this to right and change the code. Everything works. You can give this 50%. It shows that the feature is the marquee effect is going to start from the middle instead of from the start. So I'm changing this to minus 100. So the marquee feature is going to move from the right to the left. So this is just it. This is how it works. And when you just make some changes to this, like now if I give it 5 seconds, you can see the speed increases. If I give it 2 seconds, you can see the speed increases. And if you notice, it is starting from this part of the screen. Let me change this to 10 seconds. So if you notice, it is starting from this part of the screen, and this is because everything is within this column. Everything is starting here. So what we can do firstly is to make this section full width. So the section will not have a maximum width of 1170, which is the default screen width for sections in PageFly. So go to general, make sure you are in sections. So in section, go to general and set fixed width. We are going to change it to no. As you can see, it is now in no and everything is full width. Yeah, so one thing else, you can see that this is not working like we have it here, because in here, before we finish the first image, the next one will start as well. But here it is just a single one that is scrolling to the end, and after it finishes, it starts again. So to do this, I'm going to duplicate the image. So within the bottom block element, we have 2 images and you can see them staying on top of each other. So I need to have it to be on a straight line. So to do this, we are going to give it a flex. There's a CSS property that is called flex. So flex, the way flex works is that if 2 elements is staying on top of each other, a flex is going to make it to stay on a straight line. So it will be side by side instead of top and bottom. So to do this, you are going to select the parent element, which is block. So within the block, we have the image, we have the 2 images, as you can see here. So the block, we are going to give it an instruction that, okay, any element that is inside this block should be made to stay on a straight line. It shouldn't be on top of each other. So not vertical but horizontal. So I'll say flex, and by default it is going to work. But this is what is happening. Flex direction by default is row, which is what we need. We want them to be in a row, not in a column. If I change it to column, you will see it is going back to the way it was. So we are putting it on a row, and that is it. That is everything. It is not staying on a straight line, but we can see again that the images is staying close to each other. So I will give it a gap. So gap, I can see it's 4 pixels so that you see it very well. Now you can see this is the first one, and this is the second one. So that is just it. That is the end of it. That is everything. So you can increase the images to make sure the scrolling effect doesn't end at once. So you can duplicate it and wait for it to reach here and duplicate again and duplicate it again. You can do this for countless number of times. You can just keep on duplicating it and the effect will keep on running. So the way it is that within 10 seconds it is going to move everything. This normally will reduce the speed, so you can feel free to set up your speed. You can give it 5 seconds and you see its speed would increase, and you can just do whatever you want with this. So that is it with the video. And just like I mentioned before we get started, I'm going to send this file to you. I'm going to attach it in the description, so you will be able to have this as a starting point. Let me save this and show you what I'm trying to say. When you click on save, I'll give it Scrolling Marquee. Okay, you save it. Please save as a section. So here in my section, this is it. So this is it in section. We can click on export. I'm going to export this, and we are here on section. So after you downloaded the file, which you will find the instruction on the description below, you come to your PageFly and make sure you are in section and click on import. So when you click on import, you just bring the file wherever it is, you add it here and click on check on this small box here and click import. When you do that, you will have the file and you'll be able to edit it anyhow you want to match your design. So that is it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope that this video is going to help you with creating this amazing feature. So that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.